latest on the war in Ukraine. Russia ramping up its offensive in the eastern part of that country, also firing off a new long-range missile test. Martha Raddatz standing by with more on that. But first, let's go to our foreign correspondent, James Longman, there in Ukraine for us. Good morning, James.
Yeah, good morning, Robin. We're in Zaporizhia, where just in the last few moments, columns of cars have just arrived from the occupied areas of eastern Ukraine. Now, these are private vehicles where people are just finding any way they can to get out of that region. These are the towns and cities around Mariupol. But as of now, the humanitarian corridors into the city itself are failing.
This morning, as Russia's grip on Mariupol tightens, Ukrainian forces are holding on. They're dug in at their stronghold at the Azovstal steel plant. Russian President Vladimir Putin declaring victory there, announcing a halt to the Russian assault on the compound in an effort, he says, to save the lives of Russian soldiers. But he told his troops to seal off the plant. Officials think 120,000 civilians are still trapped in the city. President Zelensky says that without the necessary arms, they'll be unable to break the Russian siege. But he offered an exchange for those trapped in Mariupol, saying we are open to different formats of exchange for our people, for Russian people, Russian military that they've left behind. The US Secretary of State warning the atrocities in the city could be worse than the horrors seen in Bucha after Russians withdrew from that area.
We can only anticipate that this tide also at some point recedes from Mariupol. We're going to see far worse, if that's possible to imagine.
President Biden huddling with his top military officials, touting US and NATO efforts to supply arms to the Ukrainian forces.
Weapons and ammunition are flowing in daily, and we're seeing just how vital our alliances and partnerships are around the world.
But the fighting in Ukraine is intensifying. With the new Russian offensive into the east, the front line now stretches over 300 miles.
Now, that's a 300-mile front that Ukraine is going to find very difficult to defend, unlike the area around Kyiv. And that is why the United States is preparing to send hundreds of millions of dollars more of military aid. Robin?
All right, James, thank you. And for more now on that Russian missile test, let's bring in our chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Robin. This is the first test of the so-called Sarmat Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, a weapon so powerful NATO refers to it as the Satan II. It is nuclear capable, has multiple warheads, is hard to detect, and could easily reach the United States. In fact, could likely reach anywhere in the world. Vladimir Putin says the new missile will make those who threaten Russia, quote, think twice. But this is clearly saber-rattling on Russia's part, Putin's provocative reminder that even though the Russian ground war has had tactical failures, it is a country that is nuclear armed. But the Pentagon did not really take the bait, calling the test routine and confirming that Russia, in fact, gave notice to the U.S. ahead of the test. But routine or not, this launch is not at all helpful in this environment. In fact, earlier this month, the U.S. canceled its own ICBM test in an effort to lower nuclear tensions. Whit?
All right, Martha, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.